The National Joint Operational and Intelligence Structure, NATJOINT, is due to give a briefing on safety and security ahead of the State of the Nation address in a few moments. Newzroom Afrika senior political reporter Ziyanda Ngcobo standing by with the National Police spokesperson Athlenda Mathe. Ziyanda, good morning. We all know there are all sorts of preparations ahead of this, snipers on the roof and things like that. What are officials saying about tonight?
Well, Stephen, we anticipate to hear a few speeches from the top brass of the SAPS, and hopefully the SANDF will perhaps, depending on what the protocols say, on what is happening in Kivu in the DRC, that ceasefire not holding. But here at home, we're at the Castle of Good Hope, where there's going to be a parade with all those structures, including the Metro Police here in the city of Cape Town. As a part of the preparations, you'll also know that the Democratic Alliance has asked for a toning down of all the pomp and ceremony, and I can confirm, Stephen, that behind the scenes, some of the officials I've spoken to, they're also trying to ask the president to give some kind of a salute or a moment of silence after the 21 gun salutes that usually takes place before he enters the city of the Cape Town City Hall. But let's bring in Athlenda Mathe to speak then about the protocols of this parade. We know that it's going to see, soldiers, the SAPS and the Metro, Cape Town City Metro officials, as well as the LEAP wardens. Why is this important to have this parade and to have this briefing by the security cluster?
Well, a very good afternoon and thank you for the opportunity. Every year, ahead of the SONA, we gather in this fashion. These are the law enforcement agencies that will be deployed to ensure the safety and security of the SONA address. So it's quite important for them to receive the marching orders from principals on ensuring that they execute their mandate within the confines of the law. So as you can see behind me, it's members of the SAPS, Traffic Police, City of Cape Town. We also have the SANDF. These are the men and women that will be ensuring safety and security of the State of the Nation address. So it's quite important that we give them marching orders to ensure that when they do execute their mandate, they do so to ensure that everyone, spectators, participants, cabinet members, are and feel safe.
From where you're standing, Athlenda, at this point, and I mean, perhaps you might not be appraised of this, in terms of the request that was made by the DA in terms of the military parade, but I mean, you form part of that as well in light of the 14 soldiers who've fallen in the eastern DRC. Have you been given a mandate regarding this? Can we anticipate some kind of direction being given by the officials who will be giving a few speeches on the podium?
Well, unfortunately, that is not my space. That is the space of the SANDF and the Minister of Military Veterans to pronounce on. Ours, as the police, as the NATJOINT, is to ensure that the event that takes place this evening does so in a safe, peaceful and secure manner. One thing that we would like to emphasize is that those that are not accredited, that those that are not authorized to be in the vicinity of this the City Hall, they must stay away from there. Security has been heightened. It is a high-risk operation, and we are working hard to ensure that it takes place in a safe and secure environment. But we have no doubt we've delivered numerous major events in the country that have taken place without any major incidents, minimal incidents. So we are quite confident that the measures that we have put in place will ensure that this evening's State of the Nation address takes place in a safe and secure environment. And as law enforcement, we are saying we're not going to allow lawlessness, we are not going to allow criminality, and we're not going to allow any disruptions.
It's a high-risk operation because it's the rare occasion where you have all three arms of the state in one room, essentially. So let's talk about deployments. How many people are deployed? I mean, there's snipers that are included that we often see on the top of the Cape Town City Hall. So in terms of the complement in totality, how many officials from the SAPS perspective in particular have been deployed on the ground?
Well, that's a security question, operational question, but we can assure South Africans that we've got adequate members. We have started with the operational plan. It has been unfolding from the start of the week. We also have a parallel event, the Mining Indaba, which we are also securing, that has taken place without any incidents taking place. So we're quite confident that the numbers that we have on the ground will ensure a safe and secure SONA.
All right, Athlenda Mathe speaks on behalf of the South African Police Service. 12 noon is now when we anticipate that police parade, not just a police parade, but that parade including soldiers from the SANDF, City of Cape Town officials and the Metro Police to give a parade and get an update from the officials around this high-risk operation as Athlenda has just mentioned, and the security measures that have been put in place.
Our senior political reporter, Ziyanda Ngcobo, part of our team covering that for you. Thank you very much indeed. Well,